Jackson, when a quarterback is going to take off and run with the ball, he doesn't have much time to decide. Talk about that. Talk about the decision-making process.
If I tuck and run, it's just like I don't really have very many people open downfield, and it's to create more opportunities for our offense, and it's always an option for me if I need to. And if I don't have enough time in the pocket, then I can get out, scramble around, take off running, and they trust me with the ball in my hands, and I trust all of my other teammates as well to be able to catch the ball if I throw it to them. Or I even trust my running backs if they try to block as well.
Break down a couple of long touchdown runs. Your 58-yard keeper in the first quarter and that 73-yard touchdown in that third.
I just had wonderful blocks up front. One of the runs was a little messed up with me and Zoll in the backfield, but other than that, it was wonderful blocking up front. I could follow Logan. I followed Logan through the hole, and it was just a wide open hole. You could fit a bus through there, and my line blocked well for me all night and for the running backs all night.
Yeah, talk about your receivers and unpack a couple of those plays.
Koletzky, he had a great play. When I got out of the pocket, and then he just sat on a hitch, and then the corner came to me. Cole got more yards than I probably would have, and Brody Royer, an amazing catch from Tate Johnson, and with wonderful protection up front. And then Robert Sperling had one heck of a game. He played really well with his touchdown and that really long pass in the last quarter. It was just wonderful to see Robert getting the touches and Brody and all them, and Ethan Graff as well.
And Jackson, good luck this Friday at Pierre.
Thank you.
Coach, you had a great game against top-ranked Yankton Bucks and on Military Appreciation Night. Congratulations on a great win.
Yeah, boys came out and played hard and competed, and it was kind of a rough week in practice. Just staying focused is getting that time of year where being intentional every day is kind of a challenge, and to have the energy, and they probably even surprised us coaches a little bit with how they executed. So,
the Bucks were averaging nearly 40 points a game, and you held them to about half of that, to a 27-21 win. Your defense was flying around the field.
Well, it's interesting because when Coach Lewis and I are breaking down their offense, they do so much that we kind of said, our only option is to keep it really simple for our guys, and that's kind of what we did. Because their goal is to run a play every 8 seconds, and we knew that was going to be a big challenge, and they've kind of run us in the ground the last couple of years just with their no huddle on their tempo. And so we just said, hey, keep it simple. And one thing about tempo is if it's not working, then you give the ball back to the other team. So our defense did a great job stopping the run, making them one-dimensional. We know that now our DBs are kind of guys that got to work hard in practice here because they're going to be targets, especially getting this week against Pierre. So we got to be ready.
With over 400 yards of offense, let's talk some offense. Having a quarterback who can throw and also likes to run, that has to be a big benefit.
Yeah, Jackson had an unbelievable game. It's been a while since I've seen a player just have a game like that and come out and compete. And that's kind of why Jackson won the job as quarterback, because we know he's a competitor. We talked about preseason, right? He ran track. He's been a starter at corner for us for 2 years, and just his competitiveness, and we talk about that being one of our pillars of our program. He definitely showed it that night. And then the other players stepped up too. Obviously the loss with Sully, we were in a little bit of a haze there when we went to Aberdeen of how we were going to figure things out. And, against Yankton, we kind of figured some guys stepped up and made plays when we needed to.
Jackson had 184 yards rushing and 167 passing. Kudos to your receivers.
Yeah, those guys stepped up. Ethan Graff made some big plays down the road. Robert Sperling in our double tight formation. He wasn't a guy when we started the season like, hey, we're going to line Robert as a tight end. He's going to be a big vertical threat. But he had a big game there too. Gage West is second the team in yards. And so those guys stepped up. And, Brody Royer had a big catch down there too. So, it's a bunch of guys. And maybe that makes this tough to defend as you don't know who's going to get the ball.
And, Coach, I know it's kind of always special for you to play the Yankton Bucks because back in high school, you were a Yankton Buck. So what positions did you play in high school, and how'd you do?
Well, I played receiver, kick returner, corner. My senior year, we won the state title against Gorman. So it's always been a special place. I had great coaches, role models. And obviously, you know, if you're coaching 25, 30 years later still and you're in the game, I mean, those coaches instilled a love for football that I give credit to Coach Lickness way back then. Just learning how to be a winner and how to do things right. And then gaining the confidence that, you know, football gave me to be able to lead others and to lead by example. And, you know, it all started there. So it definitely got a special place in my heart for sure.
Did those coaches have an influence on your path to coaching?
Oh, absolutely. I've been very lucky. I've had Coach Lickness in high school and Coach Young at USF, and my position coach was Coach DeBoer at Alabama now. So you look at those things. I was very lucky in the path that was put on, for sure.
The team travels up here this Friday to face a team that last year you only lost by 3 points.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker last year. But we got a hungry Pierre team that's come off 3 losses. And so they are going to be super ready for us, and we have to be ready for them. We have to be better at our technique and our assignments and our alignments and stuff. We got away with some things against Yankton. That isn't going to happen every week. So we have to fix that stuff this week and get 3 days of good intentional practice to be ready for them.
Yeah, thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
I agree. Everyone else can say it.
Just went viral. Right stroke, put the baby.
Hey, defensive block through. Hustle. Peter. Guys, everyone hold us to the camera.
Yes, sir.
Okay, two receivers split out there. I want okay, action. This is their favorite or a little bit different tendency because how Brooks uses our counter. It's going to be a lot of zone. It's going to be a lot of pin and pull. So you're filling that out. That makes sense. Going across the formation, inside, to pull both these guys out there. Come to the tight end, in line, going to feed over. We're going to watch number 3. That makes sense. Studs, Rovers, that makes sense. But I want you in a position. I want studs, Rovers in position. We would have flats. Huh? You went out or out, we have flats. You just got one guy, okay? Does that make sense? Perfect. Stamp, yellow, stamp. So he's going to be yellow. All right, we line it up. Now slice across. You can slice across. You set up. Yep, now we're poaching them. Let's go back. Let's go blue, 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 split. Okay, so if we're good. Now, tight end going out to the flats now. Defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Defense. Have a great day today. Fly around. Off to Indies, off to Indies, off to Indies. Studs, Rovers, studs, Rovers, studs, Rovers. Coach, guard read. Hit! Ice! Hit!
Ball.
Hit! Hit! Out! Set! Hit! Fall!
He doesn't even go to school like how these.